Do Newfoundland dogs shed? Get the hairy truth about these gentle giants. The Newfoundland dog is nothing short of massive in every way. These dogs may now be considered somewhat iconic due to the runaway success of the Peter Pan story, but once upon a time, they were simply humble working dogs that assisted people with hunting, guarding, and most famously, water rescues. It is hard to believe it just by looking at them, but the gigantic and hairy Newfoundland dog is actually a great swimmer. But it is all that hair that we are going to talk about in this video. Specifically, we will look at whether Newfoundland dogs shed, and if so, how much do they shed and how you can prepare for that. Do Newfoundland dogs shed? Boy, do they. Ask any Newfoundland dog owner about their enormous shedding canine and how they manage it, and you are likely to be listening to tips for quite some time. Newfoundland dogs are not just big in terms of how much they weigh and how tall they stand. These dogs have the thick, double-layer, seasonally shedding coats that nearly all working group dogs have. This can add up to a lot of shedding year-round and seasonally for your Newfoundland dog and you. Meet the Newfoundland dog breed. So let's spend a moment getting acquainted with the Newfoundland dog breed and their thick and luxurious working dog coat. The Newfoundland dog can easily weigh 100 to 150 plus pounds and stand 28 inches tall, paw pads to shoulders. And every inch of the Newfie, as breeders and owners like to call this dog breed, is covered in dog hair. In other words, Newfoundland has the double-layer coat that is characteristic of nearly every purebred dog breed that has ever worked alongside people in any job. The Newfoundland dog excels at several different jobs, including hauling, carting, hunting, guarding, and protecting and conducting water rescues, often at long distances from land. Specifically, Newfoundlands have made a name for themselves over the centuries for their ability to rescue people set adrift at sea when their vessels sank. Clearly, the coat of this dog must be specialized to do such icy cold and dangerous work. Understanding the layers of the Newfoundland's working dog coat. Most working dog breeds, that is, dogs bred specifically to do jobs alongside people, tend to be bred with an extra protective coat that non-working dogs often lack. The Newfoundland is a dog that should be heavily coated. The breed standard also notes that this working dog coat type has 2 layers. Each layer is specialized to keep that dog protected, warm, and safe while out working. Outer coat layer. The outer layer of a working dog's coat may be long, short, or medium in length, but generally speaking, it will always be somewhat water-repellent, coarse, and thick. This is because the outer coat layer is designed to help rain, ice, or snow, or seawater in the Newfoundland dog's case sheet right off the dog's body instead of soaking through to the skin. The coarseness of the outer layer can also serve as a buffer against pests, abrasion, and injury while the dog is working. And the coat can help protect the dog's skin from getting sunburned or windburned. Inner coat layer. In direct contrast to what you just read, the inner layer of a working dog's coat generally has a completely different quality. It is thick and soft and downy. If this description makes you think of a fluffy down comforter, you already got the right idea. This inner layer is the dog's insulation against cold from any number of sources. Why you should never ever shave a Newfoundland dog's coat. If this is your first time coping with the extreme shedding that Newfoundland dogs can go through seasonally, you may have had more than a passing fantasy about simply shaving your dog and being done with it. But this is something you should never do for several reasons. Your dog will lose the coat's protection. All the protective properties you just read about, protection from sun, wind, rain, ice, snow, abrasion, pests, and injury, go away the moment you shave your Newfoundland dog's thick, double-layer coat. It can be a dangerous thing to be a dog without a coat. The impact would be similar to if you decided to go out and about in the world wearing just your birthday suit. Suddenly, danger would lurk around every corner. Every place you sat down or walked around, everyone you met, and everything you did could cause you harm. If you want to know more about Newfoundland dogs, visit fluffydogbreeds.com.